They were not palaces, not walls of marble or silk curtains of gold. They were tiny rooms, barely 6 feet wide. Yet within them, the light of the world would rest, pray, and smile. These were the humble chambers of the Prophet's wives, the mothers of the believers, and from their doors, the fragrance of faith filled Medina. After the completion of the Prophet's mosque in Medina, 2 small rooms were built beside it, one for Sauda and one for Aisha. They were made of simple clay bricks, their roofs woven from palm leaves. Each was so small that a man could touch the ceiling with his hand, and their doors were covered not by wood, but by rough woolen curtains. There was no luxury, only serenity. As the family of the Prophet grew, more rooms were built, each for a new wife, each connected to the mosque. The homes of Haritha ibn Nu'man stood nearby, and one by one, he offered his houses to the Prophet until all became part of that blessed enclosure. Aisha's chamber had a small door that opened directly into the mosque. Through that door, the Messenger of Allah would enter for prayer, and during i'tikaf, he would lean forward from the mosque into the chamber, and Aisha would gently wash his blessed hair. On one side of the mosque were the chambers of Salama, Habiba, Zainab, Juwairiya, and Maymuna. On the other side stood those of Aisha, Safiya, and Sauda. And when Rayhana and Mariah later joined the Prophet's household, there were no empty rooms left. So they stayed in a small garden on the outskirts of Medina. Nothing about these homes spoke of wealth, but everything about them whispered of love, humility, and remembrance of God. These were the homes where revelation descended, where the Quran was lived, and where simplicity shone brighter than gold. Then came another change, not of walls, but of worship. Before the migration to Medina, every prayer had only 2 units, except Maghrib. But a month after the Prophet's arrival, God revealed the command to increase the prayers. Dur, Asr, and Isha became 4 units each. The roots of prayer run deep in the story of the prophets. Adam was the first to pray far. Ibrahim prayed Dur in gratitude when the fire of Nimrod turned to a garden. Yaqub prayed Asr when he heard his son Yusuf was alive. Dawood prayed Maghrib in thanks when God forgave him. And Yunus prayed Isha after being saved from the darkness of the whale. Then, on the night of Ascension, Al-Isra wal-Miraj. All these devotions of the prophets were gathered into 5 daily prayers for the final messenger's nation, each one a bridge between heaven and earth, each one a reminder of those who prayed before, and of the one who taught us to stand before our Creator in peace.